Welcome to Rumblings of a Madman. Put your tinfoil hats on. It's time to look into the conspiracy of conspiracies. Podcasts are created by the lizard people to control humanity. A unhearable radio frequency is channeled through podcasts into human brains to control them the way the lizard people needs. Well, if you are a person who listens to that and was intrigued about the idea of it could be part of human nature. Or you can be the other person who thinks, what a stupid thing to say in a podcast. Well, that's the skeptic. The other would be a person who really believes it. Well, that person have to do a lot of reading. It's not true that lizard people are going to control human race through podcasts. It's just a lie I told you. But conspiracy theories are like this. In a matter of fact, if I didn't say this is not true, who knows? It could become a conspiracy theory in the future. The skeptics would argue otherwise using science and common sense, of course. But in this episode, I wanted to look at conspiracy theories. Why it is there in the first place? Because it is a part of human nature to believe and not to believe in things. It's always a part of the human nature trying to understand. But if something happens beyond our understanding, sometimes we categorize them or try to justify them through negative answers, and we conspire conspiracies. Well, if you look at the history of all these conspiracy theories that are there at the moment, I think the Cold War era is the we can say a clear starting point for the modern conspiracies. In the Cold War era, technology was propelled to very high standards while keeping it secret from the common society, which then it was a fuel to start up these conspiracy theories. Can we really blame the curious minds of the public? Well, but leaving that aside, trying to understand what we cannot understand, things got crazy over the years. Conspiracy theories went out of control. This could be due to many reasons, which we can get into later. But now, first, I would like to look at some common conspiracy theories that are there at the moment. Do you know that there is a whole Wikipedia page just under the topic list of conspiracy theories? That's how much it has enveloped the society. Full disclosure, I enjoy conspiracy theories. I like whether it's crazy or not. I like the different view aspect, or the, I don't know, it's the curiosity and the, I think, the beauty of storytelling, the imaginative side maybe, to, even though it is a conspiracy, to think what if, it gives you uh, adrenaline to, to, it gives a boost for you. It's like watching it's like watching a full action packed movie maybe. The addiction, it's a kind of addiction, because you don't need to believe that the conspiracy theory is true to enjoy the storytelling nature of it. Well, let's get to the list, shall we? Well, I'm not going to read all, just I'm going to read here and there the, the big hits, the famous ones. For example, the JFK assassination. Of course, this was a very tragic thing for the Kennedys as well as the United States to lose a great president. But why that this is a conspiracy? The argument goes that it is hard for people to understand that a lone gunman acted by himself to assassinate the president of United States, the most guarded person in the world. If you put it that way, it is a little bit hard for people to wrap their heads around it. We are talking about JFK, a person who's larger than life, an iconic figure in his own right, the president of United States, the president of the most powerful country in the world. And here this one man with a gun assassinating the president. There were theories of the magic bullet which came in, and then the killer got assassinated as well. Didn't help the situation, and where lots of conspiracy theories came in. The umbrella man, these are all conspiracy theories which are there. And the counter argument is that this scenario is so mind-boggling that it is very hard to comprehend that this alone gunman could do such a thing. It could be, because it is very hard to think that the world's most guarded person can be taken down without any problem at all. If you look at a JFK conspiracy theory video, there are a lot of counter arguments and a lot of things. This is one of those conspiracies where it doesn't go to the realms of aliens or lizard people or something like that. It stays in a realm of a cover-up or something like that. And in a world where people are mistrusting their governments ever more, conspiracies like this will take a priority. There will be a light shed on these conspiracies. Well, the next would be the 9/11 cover-up conspiracy. Well, same theory applies here. the most powerful country in the world with all the intelligence at their fingertips still failed to find in before it happened. Well, it is maybe a way that a society copes within, because how to assign blame to somebody. And yes, if you said a person who lives in a cave in Afghanistan came up with the plan, it is hard to comprehend, it is hard to justify, but there are many factors behind it. A vast terrorism network that years and years of planning led to this. Well, it's also one of those that doesn't go to the realm of aliens or lizard people or weird stuff. I'm sure there might be some people who says those things, but most probably it's about people trying to understand what happened, the pain and everything, and trying to come up with a justifiable answer for the tragedy they saw, because the answer they got just wasn't good enough. Maybe, we don't know, but that is a particular topic which was where the conspiracy theories ran wild. Then, of course, we have to talk about Area 51 and aliens. Well, this is the main topic, the topic of all topics, isn't it? Area 51 and the aliens that are there in the Roswell incident, blah blah blah. I think everybody knows this scenario where it went through. Well, Area 51, of course, it was a secret base, and well, the Cold War era, the beauty of Cold War era, where technology was kept secret. Well, the counter argument, which is it is easier to say that there are aliens there to cover it up, is a justifiable cause. But who knows? Well, the next one is a elite group of people is controlling the world. Either they are lizards or Freemasons or so on and so on. Another one is like very up there is the moon landings. I mean, come on. Like, the problem with the moon landings conspiracies is, why are the people in United States are so invested in this? I mean, like, if it was another country which is opposing United States at that time, Russia or any other country which is opposing at the Cold War era, where the height of the space race was there, came up with something like this, it can justify. But the United States, people inside United States, they can be proud of what they have done as a country, as a nation, as a society. But here we are. Scientific facts are there, proof is there that they have visited the moon. Well, let's put everything besides. There's a budget that shows that they have done something like this, but the conspiracy theories will go on and on about it can be twisted for any way. But the moon landing is one of the most famous things that are there, and very fun to look at documentaries of those. Well, talking about the moon landings, the other thing that should be talked about in the list of conspiracy theories, the top 10 you can say, is the flat earth. And well, I'm not going to justify the flat earth theory and so on and so on, but wow, the I don't know how these people who make documentaries and things come up with these theories, and the it is an art of its own. I remember there was one YouTube video I was watching where a flat earth theory person, one guy was disproving him. He showed the clip that shows that when a plane, if it's going around a globe, when it should be always turning, and it should be inclined all the time, but you can't see it if you use a gyroscope or something like that. So the 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 guy who gave that theory uses a globe which is smaller than a baseball and a plane that is larger than the globe itself, the model of the plane. When you look at it like that, of course the visual that a person sees is, yeah, the plane should be always inclined, but if the earth is the size of a basketball, a plane is smaller than a grain of sand. And if you can see an inclination when in that, I mean, look, it is this podcast is called Rambling of a Madman, but let's keep it at rambling in this topic for now, because people went to space, took photos, but still it's there. We have to in future we have to talk about why is this happening and so on. I'm just going through the list and it will take a long time just to go through everything there. From conspiracy theories goes wild, crazy, and beyond our imagination in some instances. When coming into religion, there's a separate topic for Barack Obama as well. So why these conspiracy theories are there? Well, one of the things is that the perfect example would be that people doesn't trust the governments and the answers that were given. That is for a good reason, because there are conspiracy theories that actually came true. So the one of those things are, we can say, Project Sunshine as an example. That is to test radioactive activity, to test that on bodies. Government was stealing dead bodies. Well, that turned up to be true. There's another one called for in the prohibition era, the government poisoned alcohol to keep people from drinking. Well, it is not the government, but it seems the manufacturers had mixed some dangerous chemicals during that period. There are lot of conspiracy theories that are going on. The other one is the CIA is using LSD or some enhancing drug to see if they can mind control people. Things like that. There are many conspiracy theories that actually came true, and this also results in these things. And examples can be given recently, like Edward Stone, where more people are distrusting the government, the way they give answers, and so on and so on. This is one of the things that we can say, that conspiracy theories are there. Well, the next one is the the, the curiosity of the human being in and trying to give answers to what they don't understand. Maybe you will see lights in the sky and you will say it's aliens, or you in the darkness of the forest will see a creature that you will not understand, and for your sight you will say it's Bigfoot. Things like that would lead to conspiracy theories, and as well as the interestingness of it. Think about it. For this is like kind of an entertainment. It is interesting. It is the curiosity mind of the human always demands things like this. For like, I don't know, it's only me, or like conspiracy theories gives you pumped up. You know, people, scientists go to forest looking for new species, go under the sea for looking for new species. The same excitement, the same mentality is there for a person who's going to look for Bigfoot. And I think that is the one that is fueling. It's pure entertainment in one way. We look at pro wrestling, or we look at movies like Avengers as if it was real. And the same thing applies when looking at a documentary about alien conspiracies, Area 51, of the Bigfoot, or the flat earth, because the mind wanders and the entertainment factor is there. I think that is the reason, and that is also one of the reasons, the pure entertainment factor. So the curiosity, trying to justify things that we don't understand, the entertainment factor, these things can lead to conspiracy theories, because most of the time people are trying, it's a fight between trying to understand something and another half going against the authorities, or going against the norms, that just because a person tells you they don't want to like believe it, because, well, it's human nature. But the other part of it, of course, that part is there all the time, and the only way to say it, it's a great money maker. Come on, the amount of conspiracy theories, if you look at the channels today, the History Channel, the Discovery Channel, the Travel Channel, or whatever the channels that were dedicated to sciences, I don't know, now play more conspiracy theories than sciences. And that, if they are playing, that means people are watching, then there is a aspect of money. The best example is Ancient Aliens. For 11 seasons, with all this technology, all these things around the world, they couldn't prove it. Like, that's the thing, like, if you are not educated enough, if you haven't looked into ancient civilizations enough, you can't comprehend the amount of technology and how civilized they were. the abilities they had. We are talking because if you think that ancient, before civilizations, before the west, the eastern civilizations, the Egyptians and civilizations in South Asia and the East Asia, China region, these civilizations were just people in caves or something, you would believe that those conspiracies. That is, but but that itself is the money making point. These the channel which is program, the channels which are there to educate people are preying on their, well, not uneducated minds but not informed minds. They are not informed of the correct facts, thus they believe in things like ancient aliens. So, and if you take YouTube and if you take any other platform, there are many and many conspiracy theories that has a money making element to it. So the financial benefits are the main things that is running this whole conspiracy theory movement more than anything else. And the problem is, the more this conspiracy theories grows, the economic benefits, the people who take into economic benefits out of it grows. But this means one thing: the society is not getting informed properly, it's not getting educated properly of the proper scenario. Watching so-called documentaries or a movie about a conspiracy theory, or looking at proper conspiracy theories with evidence and trying to understand what's what is something else. But the making money out of this and the overall implication is that people really believe this, and there's a set of people who really believe on these weird, out of the world like conspiracies. Even for COVID-19, there are conspiracies that are stupid, that are, because like but in those documentaries they show it as it's real. And if a person who's not knowledgeable about it, or a person who haven't studied about viruses deeply, who haven't studied about that subject for at least some amount, will not understand the danger of listening to those conspiracies. But they will never justify, or they will show it as it is a real thing. It is same as pro wrestling. They don't talk about it that this is fake. They keep the entertainment value up by keeping it like a real thing. So when people go there to watch it, they will watch the storyline as a real thing. Same thing is happening in this conspiracy theory world, where the entertainment value is going up. As I told you, these channels that were dedicating themselves to science, technology and common sense is now going towards conspiracy theories, because the entertainment value is there, so the money is there. It's always towards the money. This is a capitalistic world we live in. But the outcome of it is a ill-informed society, and people who are believing these conspiracy theories more and more means that people are not educated enough. Either there is no strong education as children to understand, and or the proper information is not given. In one way, the internet is not helping in for the people to, because algorithms, when you search for one conspiracy theory, you will end up only listening or watching on that part of the conspiracy. The counter arguments nobody hears, nobody tries to understand. And this is a very sad thing for the society. Watch it for the entertainment value, it doesn't matter, or watch it for the curiosity you have. But actual industries are coming up because of this. uh, it really puts a black dot in the in the society, because we know that the world is not flat for a long time. Even civilizations that we tend to believe are not developed knew this. And today, the most developed civilization in the world is not willing to believe this. The statistics that shows how many people are not willing to believe if that the earth is round is it's mind-boggling. And we have to, I think the time is right to think about where the humanity is going and how humanity is getting this information. Do we need to inform, do we need to bring up new programs to inform humanity about the reality of the world? It is okay to have conspiracy theories, but if you are trying to question something there itself, you should be willing to question the theory you come up with as well. You cannot just believe. Well, this is a topic that can be rambled on about for a long time. The inspiration is actually how many people are believing it, because the entertainment value of conspiracy theories, even I value that part. You can switch off your mind and listen to some conspiracy theory, for some entertainment purpose. But looking at the conspiracy list and the things that there is, it is a pure rabbit hole. It is purely mind-boggling what people think. And a society should move towards informing people more about science, common sense, technology, to understand the world. Well, that is the rambling for today. It's all about conspiracy, folks. Follow the money, isn't it? Well, have a good day. Be safe. Be healthy. Ayubowan.